Yeah. Yeah. I don't care if it makes the charts yours. I only wrote it for you.
Today we're here with Debo. Now, Debo, how long have you been doing comedy, man?
I say about 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, I started up here in LOL.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So where else do you perform here in San Antonio?
Well, here in San Antonio, I do the River Center also, and I do a couple of like clubs that they have around. We do Fitzgerald's. I do Uptown 78. There's a couple spots. They have little low-key spots though.
All right. Now, what's been your favorite part about doing comedy so far?
In real life, my favorite part about doing comedy is getting pussy. Because a lot of bitches like to laugh, so I get a lot of pussy for making them laugh. I mean, that's no lie, that's real shit. And the amount of weed that I get for free, that's awesome too.
So what would you say the number one mistake is that comedians make?
Number one mistake that comedians make is, that I think, is trying to worry about making them laugh. If it's funny to you, and 9 times out of 10, it's funny to them too as well. You know, so I just keep it. I look at the crowd and I go off of that for the most part in my jokes. I got some written jokes, but for the most part, I like to freestyle.
Okay. So how do you feel about hecklers?
I love hecklers. That's how I got started in comedy. To be honest, I started with like people talking trash. Like where I'm from, we call it joning, but they call it roasting or shooting a fair one or what's the other one? Shit.
The dozens?
The dozens, playing the dozens. But that's how I started. I got good. Shit, I've been good since I was little. I was a baby when I started joking. So I love when hecklers talk because that makes me forget my jokes and I smoke way too much weed. And you know, and I focus on them. And I'm one to say shit that other people won't say about you. So you better shut your fucking mouth and listen to the jokes I recommend.
So where do you get your material from, the stuff that you write?
My life. Just the way I live my life, my baby mama, shout out to them because without them, I wouldn't have that many jokes because the rest of my shit is freestyle. But I got my baby mamas, my life that I grew up was real funny, man. I lived for a nigga that came up in DC, I lived a very charmed life, so I didn't really have to deal with all the struggle that most niggas did. So I had fun living my life.
So how was growing up in DC?
Growing up in DC, I mean, for me, because I mean, it was like more like, I had a big uncle that kind of ran my neighborhood. So it was pretty, I could do what I want when I was home. So I had fun. I didn't really have to deal with the struggles. We always had food in our house and my daddy was always there. You know, so I don't know really much about the struggle too much.
Yeah. So what brought you out to San Antonio?
My dad and my brother lived here.
Okay.
Because I ain't had no girl at the time. So I was like, I decided to come out this way myself. And shit, the dude that you seen earlier, Brick, we was at working together and he was like, man, you need to come out to LOL. And I hit the stage that night. I didn't even know, he signed me up. And fuck, yeah, I made them laugh and they told me keep coming back, so I just kept coming back. And I've been doing it since then.
So would you talk about your first time on stage?
Yeah, the fact that like a lot of people say the way I'm shaped, you know what I'm saying, because I got skinny ass legs and I got a big ass upper body, so a lot of my jokes are more about the way I was shaped and shit. I remember a couple of them, but it's been a while. Did you just pan the camera to my shape?
Goddamn right I did.
That's what's up. It's shaped like the hamburger.
So the shirt you're wearing and the hat, is that something you do?
Yeah, that's something basically that I do. It's like something I'm trying to get branded. I mean, more or less, because it started when like a couple of my friends, like for a year or two now, I've been smoking nothing but good weed. I don't smoke Reggie. And where I'm from, we call that piff. You know what I'm saying? A couple friends of mine are always smoking Reggie. So they bring that shit around and I just start singing I'm piffing, like 2 Chainz joint. And I kept it from there and I started that and I thought like maybe blunts, cigar wraps, all that stuff would be a good thing to market, lighters and all that, you know, when it comes down to it. So this is something I'm trying to get out there and it's starting to get a little buzz.
Well, where can they buy the I'm Different shirts and hats?
Well, you can go to my site, which is Jerry Debo Smith, and I can add you to my fan page and then you can ask me for anything and I'll have everything set up for you and send it to wherever you are.
So we can find you online. Are you on Twitter, Facebook?
I don't really do Twitter because I feel like I got Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
It's basically the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just got Instagram and Twitter. So my Instagram is I'm Piffrent 508. So you can check me out on there. Or like I said, my Facebook is Jerry Debo Smith. And then I can add you to my fan page from there. Or you can go to my fan page, Debo, and you'll see a picture of me in my hat.
All right. So what are some of the? Do you have any talents outside of comedy?
rolling blunts without hoes in it and fucking bitches. I really don't do much, you know. I mean, when I was coming up, my mom used to fuck with me all the time about how, like, I would say I wasn't gonna do shit but like being an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Like more or less my comedy is more about, like I said, saying what other people don't say. So she calls me an asshole, you know what I'm saying? She said, all you're gonna be is an asshole, you act like an asshole, you're a class clown, you always do this shit. So I mean, I didn't feel like I had nothing else to learn. Before this, I sold drugs. I think I had a job. I worked for Aaron's, selling furniture for about 7 years. And then other than that, I was selling drugs, you know?
Yeah.
Since this January the 28th, I done like 5 shows. And I just got to perform for Norm Macdonald. 5 minutes I did, 5 minutes for his show. No black people in the crowd, all white people, and I killed that motherfucker.
Yeah, how was working with Norm Macdonald?
That shit was fun, man. That's a legend in comedy. You can't, you know, you don't get too much bigger than that when you can get up there and say, not tell a joke, you just talking, and you just funny as fuck. So, you know, it was a blessing to be able to talk to him in the first place. And for him to ask for me to come out, it was a blessing, because I didn't ask him. Most comics do, but I didn't. He asked me. So, I mean, I had fun with that show. It was cool.
So, would you say you live a pretty Triller high life?
Yeah, man, I live a real Trill life, man. I mean, it's just fun. I live rent-free. I got a job, I take care of my kids, I smoke a lot of weed, and again, did I say this already? But I fuck a lot of bitches. I get a lot of pussy, you know what I'm saying? And to be like, I'm 37, so I'm bragging. I don't give a fuck. To be fucking a lot of bitches at this time and not have to use Viagra is a fucking blessing. So I have a lot of fun, you know? I live that Trill life all day.
Oh yeah, well, more proud to you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, bro.
All right.